3 tips for tax season investors. Listen up. Most of you guys are self-employed. Most of you guys already know that, but for those of you guys who don't realize that you're self-employed through just the means of investing in real estate, there are tax benefits that you're leaving on the table. That's right. Your tax deductions that you haven't even considered, that you're leaving on the table, that in prior years you may not have taken advantage of. Did you know that in your single family home, if you're facilitating and conducting business, you can write off the portion, a percentage of usage of that home that you're utilizing in lieu of facilitating business? That means that if you have an investment in a multifamily apartment complex as a syndicator, as an LP, as a GP, or you have a single family rental and you're taking phone calls for subcontractors, contractors, and whatever else that you're doing in relation to that, that portion of your home now becomes home-related tax write-offs for business use that you can take advantage in reducing your tax liability. Most of you guys who have children do not realize that when you're self-employed, you can deduct a percentage of your income paid to them every single year, even if they're in school. It's an education, self-employment write-off where you can give them a living wage. They don't incur any tax liability themselves, but yes, you, the business owner, gets to deduct those wages in deductible income. Now, I'm not a tax professional, I'm not an attorney, but I will tell you guys that if you consult with your tax attorneys, if you consult with your CPA, they will give you the insight of some of these tax codes and how and why they benefit you and how you can take advantage of them, more importantly. Now, for you investors that don't realize this, even when you travel, if you utilize a portion of that trip in lieu of business, where you go out and you look at real estate, where you go out and have a business meeting, a lunch, a dinner, a breakfast, a cup of coffee, now the travel becomes tax deductible because the travel is business related. And so what I always tell people is the best thing that you can do for yourself is be an investor, be self-employed, even if you work a full-time job. So understand that before you solidify all of your taxes and all your tax deductions this year, make sure you sit down with one of your tax professionals this year. Don't just go to H&R Block and have somebody that's getting paid just over minimum wage finish out your taxes for you, that isn't self-employed, has never been self-employed, and doesn't know the tax rules. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you sit down with a tax professional that you can consult with this year so you can take advantage of all of the tax deductions that you've had over the course of this last year to bring down your tax liability. You are a benefit as an investor to the federal government. What the federal government tells people as investors and real estate professionals is because the government has proven to us years and years on end that they cannot build housing and they cannot go out and be a real estate investor. They tried that in the 1970s, the 1980s, and even in the early 1990s, and they failed at it miserably. So they said, let's put tax laws together for you real estate investors to be able to take advantage of over the course of time, to be able to reward you guys for doing what we once tried to do and haven't been successful doing, so that we can give you guys the tax benefits of being able to facilitate the development of real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the reasons I love building homes, one of the reasons that I love investing in multifamily real estate is the fact that I'm able to utilize everything that I do on a professional basis, and I have long-term depreciation on all of the assets that I retain and hold. While I'm actually building and investing in these assets, I have a full-time business. Everything that I do revolving around my personal business, I get to take advantage of the tax deductions. So when I was in multi-level marketing back in the 1990s, I realized back then from my mentor, he said, look, Jerome, save all your receipts, deduct everything. Everything you do that's related to business is tax deductible. I took that concept into the construction world, I took it into the real estate world, and now everything that we do, whether it's with our kids, with our family, with our travel, as long as there's a portion of that that's related to what we do professionally and with our business, we can deduct it. Not only that, when we go and invest in assets, even automobiles and stuff that we need to utilize for our business, we can deduct and depreciate all of our furniture, our equipment, our computers, our automobiles, and everything that we're doing for our benefit of our business, and it reduces our tax liability. And so I can go on and on and on all day about different loopholes and tax benefits that you can take advantage of. But because I'm not a tax attorney, because I'm not a tax professional, I encourage you guys to sit down with a tax professional that specializes in business and in real estate to make sure that you maximize your 2022 tax deductions, to make sure that you take advantage of where we're at right now during tax season and how you can strategically set yourself up for success in 2023 to maximize your tax deductions and increase your revenue by holding on and retaining the money that you went out and with all your hard work earned. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's not so much how much you make, it's how much you keep. And what I love more than anything about entrepreneurship, business, and real estate in particularly is that I could write everything off, then deduct my assets, and I have tax deductions ongoing for the rest of my life as long as I own those assets. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want more real estate investing advice, I'm going to put in some 2022 and 2023 strategic real estate investment videos right at the end of this video that you guys can watch to help you guys in moving forward in your real estate investment career. Don't forget to pound that thumbs up button, click and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time.